This past year living in the COVID pandemic has had an impact on all of us, I'm sure. School, canceled. Work, canceled. Graduation, canceled. Traveling plans, definitely canceled. However, throughout this time, Katipunan has held on strong to what we've always loved so much, our culture. Despite not being able to meet in physical spaces, this organization has been able to accomplish so much in this past year. From donating over $1,000 to help Indigenous communities and Ulysses typhoon relief, to simple socials connecting our members during the isolation of lockdown, this organization has shown that these tough times have not broken us. Although the year did not go as expected, the events and programs created by previous efforts of past leaders of Katipunan have thrived and continued to inspire new members. Alumni Conference had the most alumni attendance ever in Katipunan history. The Ate Kuya Auding mentorship programs created the same relationships even though they may not have met in person, and even hosted the first esports tournament in lieu of our intramurals. Even now, Filipino American Cultural Night, or PACN, is breaking new ground with the way we perform, understand, and learn Filipino and Filipino American culture. Switching from what usually is a whole year's worth of preparation, to gathering, to teaching, to performing and dancing online, this year was an incredible step forward made by our members. Their strength and their dedication to learning and unlearning is nothing short of commendable, and I can't thank them enough for their efforts to keep the tradition alive. To the cast, your efforts to show up and the willingness to participate and learn means everything. Without y'all, this organization would be nothing. So truly, thank you for choosing to spend your time in isolation at home with us. Thank you for bearing with us during these times of uncertainty, and thank you for carrying on the tradition. To creative, core, and tech team, you all have put so much into this, it's mind-blowing. From thinking it may be in-person performance at the Fox, to switching to a whole recorded and edited show, y'all have changed how our Culture Night will be viewed for years to come. Thank you all, and be proud of what you've accomplished. To the Cultural Chair and Cultural Coordinator, Kenneth and Trisha, thank you for putting in all this work the past year. The problem put on your shoulders a year ago was something unimaginable, and look where we are now. I couldn't ask for anyone better to tackle this predicament with, and y'all went above and beyond. Congratulations, you two. You deserve it. And without further ado, here is Katipunan PSO's 32nd PACN, the one that got away.
Mabuhay and good evening, everyone. Welcome to our 32nd annual Filipino American Culture Night. Thank you so much for joining us for our show that is so dear to all of our hearts. My name is Trisha De La Rosa, and I am this year's Cultural Coordinator for UCR Katipunan PSO. Everyone in our cast comes from different backgrounds, histories, and cultures. The amazing diversity of the Philippines and us as Katipuneros is something so beautiful to celebrate. A huge part of my role is to lead core team and tinikling coaches with dances and suites that represent certain regions of the Philippines. This year, we knew that no matter what, we were going to celebrate PACN, regardless where life took us, and we advocated for the cultures of the Philippines like we never have before. In the words of our alumni who spoke at this year's alumni conference, our previous cultural chair of 1997 said, "Each PCN should never be the same. You need to find ways to represent who it is that you are, what your generation is about, and what your values are." There is 31 years of PCN going into tonight, 31 years of celebrating Filipino American culture. Knowing our roots is important, knowing where we came from, where we started, but this past year we learned that nothing means more than the present. With this year's PACN, we had to really dig deep to discover what culture truly means to us and what we as Katipunan can do for our brothers and sisters in the Philippines today. Though we could not be together physically this year, we still found a way to discover more about ourselves and connect with one another. We've had deep conversations at our Indigenous workshops with our honored guest speakers, dance in our pajamas and our bedrooms for dance practices and to next workshops, and we raised funds towards typhoon relief, supporting the Indigenous communities back home, and healthcare services for those in the Philippines. Now, after filming all of our videos separate but together, we are proud to present our show that embodies who we are, our perseverance, and our Filipino American cultural values. I am so grateful to have put up this show with our cultural chair, Kenneth Suarez, our PACN board, and everyone in our beautiful cast. They have worked so hard this past year, so if you see them on the stream tonight, show them some love. There is no time like the present, so I hope you all hold your friends and family close tonight. Eat some good food, and feel free to dance and sing along with us in your own homes. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you enjoy our show. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat.
Good evening, Katipunan, our fellow externals, distinguished guests, and most importantly, our family and friends watching from all around the world. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. My name is Kenneth Suarez, and I'm both humbled and privileged to have served as this year's cultural chair for Katipunan, our Filipino student organization at UC Riverside. Some of you may know me very well. However, for those of you that don't, here's a little bit about myself. My dad hails from the town of Bangged in the province of Abra, and my mom is from the city of Lawag. Thus, this makes me part of the FBI, or rather, a full-blooded Ilocano. I was born and raised in the San Fernando Valley and attended a private Catholic school from pre-K up until high school, where my classmates were predominantly white. Yet, being at home stayed consistent with my roots. Filipino food, magic sing, TFC playing in the background as I do homework, and being spoken to by my parents in both English and Ilocano. Oftentimes, these two worlds clashed with one another. I'd go to school with tortang talong for lunch with a spoon and fork, and get weird looks for eating something that wasn't PB&J. I'd do a presentation on my great-grandfather, saying an achievement of his was being governor in the Philippines owning multiple farms, and be laughed at by my peers for having a lolo that didn't play golf or bake cookies on the weekend. Since the beginning, it was always a constant battle between my love for this Filipino culture of mine and the mission for many of us living in this country, being an Asian American searching for happiness and success. This is a fight that probably many of you, and even I, have yet to accomplish. This battle that I speak of is why myself, many of your friends, and even your children do PACN. Through PACN, biology majors become dancers, computer science majors become singers, and the theater kids still do acting. Better yet, this year in particular has made us learn more about our Filipino culture and unlearn the different stereotypes of certain regions in the Philippines that keep us farther apart than we know. Our PACN this year posed this question: how do we take the show that we've loved so dearly since our freshman year, in a time when we can't celebrate this occasion with all of you in the Fox Theater, convert it to the online format while still retaining the heart and joy that PACN constantly brings? We didn't know the answer to that when we all took this position. Oftentimes, it feels like we are still searching for that answer. But what did we know? We knew how to run a show, choreograph dances, organize songs, and speak up for what's right. We knew how important this show is to Katipunan. Most importantly, Trisha and I knew that this PACN was going to be far different from the show we dreamed of making. From there, we all made a promise to ourselves to make this PACN the best different that it could possibly be. We embraced the online format. Our tech team became movie producers, our sound and music coordinators channeled their inner Dr. Dre, and our suite coordinators became teachers and activists for both the future of Katipunan and what our Filipino culture is. From every harmony that you hear to every line that is said, we made sure that this PACN was the best that we could do. So why put all that effort into a show? This is more than just a show for Katipunan. PACN is a yearly reminder of the never-ending battle for the Filipino culture and its heritage. It's a representation not only of what we pride ourselves in with this culture, but a representation of who we've become. The world we live in sets many standards and conditions us to live by its rules to be successful or fail otherwise. Yet it does not teach us to search through others how to express, love, and discover ourselves for who we are. That's the beauty of PACN. Here we become more than just students working towards a degree. We become people simply living life, learning about who we are, and most importantly, learning to love ourselves. With that, Trisha, myself, and all of PACN board hope you enjoy our production. It's been a passion project for all of us this past year, and we are finally ready to present it to you. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. And as they say in Ilocano, agyaman ang unaya po. This is PACN 32. This is the one that got away.
By lying about who I am? Lying about my aspirations and where I was born, Ryan, that's doing us more damage than good.
You know what? I just... If that's the case, then MJ, why are we even doing this? Meeting each other's parents when we should have known that this wasn't gonna work out.
Didn't you want this in the first place? Ryan, this is what you're supposed to do. Don't you get it? This is how relationships work. You don't just meet a girl, hook up with her, and then move on to the next person you see. There are steps to this whole relationship thing.
You really think that I don't know that? MJ, all I ever wanted was a relationship with no problems whatsoever. And now here we are, outside of my house while our parents argue like there's no tomorrow, just because of you. Just because of you and your inability to reach their expectations.
The only expectation that I ever had for you was to get to know our parents first and respect our Filipino culture, the culture that we live in.
To hell with the culture!
Ryan, I've tried so hard to adapt to who you are and what you do, but if you can't adapt and accept me for who I am, then I don't think I can love you.
MJ! Did you really believe that this was gonna work out?
Well, I'm sorry that I believed in us.
I've made mistakes. I could have treated you better. I let you get away. There goes my happily ever after. Tell me why can't we try and start again? This can't be how our story ends. You're more than my girl, you're my best friend. Tell me you remember when I was your man and you my girl. It was you, me, against the world, baby.
Ain't nobody gonna love me like the way you do. And you ain't ever gonna find a love like mine. Tell me, what can I do to make it up to you? 'Cause what we got's too good to say goodbye. Goodbye.
Anak, make sure you're on your best behavior with your Tito Nes and Tita Stella as soon as you get in, ha?
Opo, Nay.
Also, Don't forget to give them the pasalubong as soon as we go inside, okay?
Opo, Nay.
Also, make sure you thank them for letting us stay in their house. Imagine, we came all the way from the Philippines and they're giving us a place to live. You already know how expensive houses are here in America.
Nay, why are you yelling?
Ay, sus, my God, anak! I'm not yelling, I'm just telling you. Diyos ko.
Babe, tama na yan. Ay, nako.
Oh my God, Rosa, it's been so long. How's my most beautiful sister?
Kuya Chard, it's so good to see you again. Come on, come on. Pasok muna, pasok muna. Let's get you all settled down.
Anak, sige na. Go say hi to Tito Ness and Tita Stella, ha?
Hello po, Tito Ness, Tita Stella.
Here's our future engineer.
Hindi.
Sorry, our future lawyer.
Hindi rin.
Our beautiful artista.
Walang ibig sabihin dito, nakakaloka.
Miss Universe? Ay nako anak, just tell me. You know your tita does not like to guess. Parang tanga ako. Sige na, tell me.
Well, Tita, I'm actually majoring in biochemistry at UCSG. It's always been a dream of mine to become a doctor someday and hopefully becoming an emergency physician.
Oh my God, thanks be to God. He heard my prayers. We are finally going to have a doctor in the family. You know, your mom, she only became a nurse lang, imagine.
Hoy, Stella, tumahimik ka dyan.
Oh, but anak, you know, I'm so proud of you.
You know, our son, your cousin Joseph, he is now at the top, the tip top, working at the UCSG Medical School. Imagine, he's working every day. Maybe he can help you get in. Just give him a call.
Oh, see, MJ? You already have connections. You have to make use of them. Ness, she's going to be volunteering at the San Gabriel Hospital. She's even going to be president of the medical organization there at UCSG.
Tay, what? Okay, wait, that's a lot of things to do as a transfer student and
Anak, you have to make sure you use your time and make sure you do your extracurricular activities. You were number 1 sa USC for a reason, di ba? Top-notch chair. First place in speech. You can do it, anak.
Wow, ang galing-galing already. President of the medical org. You know, my Joseph, he used to be president of that one too. And the United Surgeons sa San Gabriel, president of 2 things. But I'm so proud of you, anak. Kaya mo yan. Go for it.
yeah, Tita, I think I can. I just have to get accustomed to...
Well, what are we doing? Just galabanteng over here, ha? Let's go eat na. My mahal, she just prepared sinigang. And we also ordered some Jollibee.
Anak, why don't you give your Tita Stella and Tito Nestor their gifts, ha?
Nipo, Tito, Tita, here's a little something from us. We know how much you love your designer bags.
Oh, maraming salamat, Rosa. You really did not have to. You're so sweet. Oh my goodness. Is this Chanel?
Your favorite!
Parang off yung stitching, Rosa. Green Hills pa to?
Bastos.
Sige na. Let's go ahead and eat. May pasok bukas si MJ and she needs to unpack her clothes pa.
But Kuya Chard, we did not even pray yet.
It's okay, hon. This scene needs to end na.
But mahal, I'm just getting started. I'm just getting warmed up. I did not even get to sing my way on the magic sing yet.
Sorry po, I think I'm gonna go to bed early. Nay, I have to start moving in bukas sa apartment, remember?
Anak, you didn't even eat. You want to get sick, ha? Tapos tutulog ka na. Ay.
Oo nga, anak. Sige na. Kain ka muna.
Tay, please. I'm really tired and my classes start tomorrow na. Sorry po, Tito, Tita.
Good night po. Sige, if she's tired, you let her sleep. But yun na, MJ. You study hard, huh? You know, me and your Tita Ness, we always got straight A's sa college.
Oh, sige, MJ, sige. Bahala ka. But MJ, MJ, look at me, MJ, look at me, MJ, focus on school, Not doing that hocus pocus, okay, with those guys. Make sure you get a 5.0 GPA because, you know, your cousin, Joseph, my son, your cousin, 5.5 GPA.
Hindi, Ness. He got a 6.0, remember? He got, what is it called again? Summa cum laude.
Yes, the summa cum laude! So instead of whatever you teenagers are doing, all that TikTok, renegade, boom, tarat, you need to be studying, Oh, why are you looking at me with that face, MJ, Sige, sleep na, go.
Oh my god. Do you really think I should wear that outfit to the concert? I mean, okay, it's really cute. And it makes the girls look really good. But, I mean, what if he thinks it's too revealing? No, you know what? Whatever. I'm an independent woman. I can wear whatever I want, whenever I want. And he's just gonna have to deal with it. And that's on what, Trisha? Period. No comma. Trisha, the new roommate's here. I have to go. Okay, TTYL. Okay, love. You're so valid. Okay, bye. Mwah, toodles. Hi, beautiful. You must be MJ, right?
Yeah, hi. My name's MJ. It's so nice to meet you.
Perfect. I'm Tala Rosales.
Wait, Tala? Did you know that means bright star in Tagalog? My nai, she almost named me that too, but like, you know, she thought Mary Jane or MJ was more suited for me.
Anyways, welcome to the new room, sister. If you need any advice about where to go around campus or any help about UC San Gabriel, I'm here for you. Oh, actually, okay, except on Tuesdays from like 4 to 8 p.m. I have my OChem labs, so definitely don't hit me up then. Unless you have a doctor's note. Oh, and then, okay, Friday nights, I have my meetings with my sorority, and I really, really don't want to pay dues, so definitely don't even think about it. And then, every day, I talk to my boyfriend, Michael, and he's just so amazing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm here for you any other time, though, girl.
Tala, I'm sorry. I couldn't help but notice you're Filipino, right? You know, first name Tala, last name Rosales. Like, that's crazy. Where are you from?
Oh, okay, so listen, I know I don't, like, look like it, but I'm actually from the Bay Area.
Oh, so do you know about, like,
born
that
and
place that's
raised,
right down the road from, like...
I was born there, my parents were born there, my parents' parents were born there, we were all born there, all from the Bay, you know how it is. I like you, I like you, I like you. Na, 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 na. Do you know this song? Da, na, 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 na. Do they have it in the Philippines? Na, 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 na. Oh, like you, like... Okay, sorry, I have to take this, okay?
You're good, yeah.
Hello? Hi, baby. I missed you. Oh, I have so much to tell you. Oh, okay, but the new roommate's here, so, oh, okay. Okay, 15 minutes by the lecture hall. Okay, I'll see you there. I love you. MJ, honey, you know, I would love to show you around campus. But girlfriend duties, you know how it is. Or you don't, I don't really care. And you got me 7 leaves. How sweet is that? Oh my goodness. Okay. Don't get lost. And don't call me if you need help, okay? I'm gonna be visiting my boyfriend. Bye!
Hi, my name is Melissa Wong,
And I'm Brett Capolito.
and we're your Maria Clara Suite coordinators for PACN 32. The Maria Clara Suite showcases the Spanish influence on Filipino culture. This week also emphasizes courtship and flirtation and captures the elegance of Filipinos.
And the dance that we chose is called cariñosa, which means loving or affectionate in Spanish. And the main reason we chose this dance is because it doesn't require touching your partner, which is very convenient for social distancing. And it's also very cute.
So with that being said, Breck and I just want to thank our amazing dancers for their time, patience, and dedication over these last few months. We're so proud of each and every one of you, and y'all look amazing dancing in these videos.
And now we present Maria Clara.
Klase, this is the final course for the Filipino language requirement. With that being said, I expect all of you to pass this class. Walang C, ha? Just because you went through the last 3 Filipino classes, you think this one will be easy? Hindi. In fact, it will be very much the opposite. However, I look forward to an excellent year with you all. Remember, class, to be early is to be on time. On time is late, and late is unacceptable. Your presence is important. Speaking of presence, Mr. Santos, Mr. Cruz, stop using your phone and wake up and pay attention in my class. My God. Now that everyone's awake and paying attention, let's start the class, huh? So, who can tell me what kailan ang iyong karawan means? Anybody? Yes, Miss Reyes.
When is your birthday?
Very good. Now, who can answer that question for us? Yes.
Ang kaarawan ko is sa November 2nd.
Very good, Miss Reyes. Thank you. Mr. Ocampo, who do you think you are looking like that in my class? Who do you think? Like you're the main character, like Daniel Padilla feeling guapo, as if you're somebody? Do I have your attention?
Come on, Mrs. Mendoza. It's just syllabus day.
We already went through the syllabus kanina pa, Ryan. You know my expectations.
You're right. Sorry, Mrs. Mendoza.
Let's continue, huh? So, who can tell me a national hero of the Philippines? Yes, Junjun.
Willie Revillame, that's the homie. Yup.
Willie Revillame is not a national hero, Junjun.
What? Come on, Tita. He's such a G, you know. He gives money out to the Kaibi gangs so we can push out Dang Kasal. You feel me, Tita? Sheesh!
Then, with your example, Junjun, sino pa? Vice Ganda?
Oh, Tita, come on. We all know you're maganda, but I was thinking about the other homie, Bratman Rock. But you're catching up, Tita. I see the vibes.
How about Nino Aquino?
You're on the right track there, since he did do a lot to combat martial law, but he technically hasn't been declared a national hero yet in the Philippines.
I'm sorry. Who are you again?
Oh, hi, my name is MJ. It's nice to meet you.
Look, MJ, thanks for the info, but I could do this class myself. And
Ladies, please. Mga chismosa kayo. Can I not have this side conversation in my class? And Miss Reyes, I know you are new here, but please, it does not give you a right to talk out.
who does she think she is?
Yeah, I've never seen her before, but she's been answering every single question. Like Kobe in the fourth ice water for blood.
Dude, for real, it's like her and Mrs. Mendoza made a gameplay before class to make all of us look stupid.
I bet you they did. Those skinny little chanaks.
The only thing that looks like a vampire baby is you, Jinjin.
Raph, judge me one more time. I will actually date you outing, bruh.
You're gonna do what?
Yep.
Mr. Santos, because you're not on mute, would you like to share to the rest of the class what all of you are talking about?
Yeah, Tita. I mean, Junjun over here, he's been sliding into my audience Twitter DM.
Wait, what's the sliding? It's like the cha-cha slide? I mean, it's just the dancing. Rab, you should just let him.
No, not like that, Tita. I mean, he just wants to take her out, and then he
Mr. Santos, you're always talking, always complaining in my class. If I have to stop this class one more time because you and your kuya issues, I'll ask you and the rest of you to leave. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Tita.
Okay, again, let's continue.
Raph, are you kidding me? Why weren't you on mute? And did you really have to bring up your outing again? I mean, Junjun's just trying to love your outing, you know?
Guys, can we please stick to the problem here? Who is she?
She's new here. Like, I definitely haven't seen her at tabling or at all last year.
I mean, she's awfully good at Tagalog. I mean, Junjun doesn't even speak that much Tagalog, and that's all his parents ever talking.
Hey, whoa. Show some manner for respect on your tita and tita's names.
Gee, she must know so much about the Filipino culture. Woo, I'm definitely gonna ask her for help in the play.
AJ, shouldn't you be done already?
You're right.
Whoever she is, I really am not going to take crap from her. Like, who does she think she is? We can do this class without her, y'all.
E, calm down. She's new here.
Why are you defending her all of a sudden, Ryan? Heck, you've known us for even longer, and then
I'm not defending her. Like, I'm not defending her. Trust me. I'm just saying, maybe she could be the one to help us out.
Ryan, should I ask her to take a date real quick, or should I?
Okay, class, remember, you guys have a Filipino project due at the end of the quarter, huh? All I want for you guys to do is write a story entirely in Tagalog and film it. It's not that hard, huh? But before we continue with all of this, does anyone have any questions? No, Mr. Aquino, I know your question. You cannot use your PACN script. Besides, it has to be original and finished for you to use it anyway. Yes, Miss Reyes.
Gaano katagal ang project natin, Mrs. Mendoza?
Hey, I'm sorry. I don't know if it's just me, but no one understood what you just said.
What? Dude, you're in Filipino 4, right?
It has to be 10 minutes long, Miss Reyes. But other than that, remember to find your group members for this project, ha? But whenever you guys find them, that's it for today's class. You guys are dismissed. Be safe, ha? Love you, mga anak.
See you after class, tita.
I am so screwed for this project.
Clearly you, Raph. But guys, I agree. If we're gonna pass this class, we're gonna need somebody who's really good at Filipino. I hate to say it, but maybe we need MJ.
Facts. I'm really trying not to be sent to a boot camp by my parents might be getting. So like, what's the plan?
Ryan, since you're so interested in the new girl, how about you ask her for help?
Hey, come on. It's not like that. Like,
Do it. You won't. Or else I'll date her and Raph's outing.
What is it with you and dating my outing, Junjun?
Oh, Raph. I think I'm just playing games out here. You trying to start something? Because your outing will be mine faster than you can say, fuck him.
You better watch out.
Okay. Back on track. Ryan, V is right though. If we're gonna pass this class, we're gonna need her help.
Ryan, come on. You gotta admit, she's your type.
okay, you guys, if I ask her out, will you guys cut it out?
Hurry up, Ryan, or else we'll make her sorry for being in this class.
Ryan, anak, you're at my office hours. So do you have a question for me?
No, Mrs. Mendoza. I was just gonna ask MJ a question about the Filipino project thing. So yeah.
You have a question for MJ, for the Filipino. Bakit? Crush mo siya? Oy, Ryan, you cannot look at me like that. I know you. It's been 4 years. But what? Okay, it's going to advance the plot in the story anyway. So, I have things to do too. You can do your project with MJ. I have to drink my Red Horse. But I believe in your question, anak. Okay, good luck. Love you. Good luck.
Hey.
Hey yourself.
Sorry about my friend earlier, Vanessa. She can be a little aggressive sometimes.
Yeah, real friend you got there.
So you're new around here, right? Welcome to UCSG. We're happy to have you. Anyways, I was wondering if maybe you could be my partner for this whole, Filipino project thing.
And deal with you and your friends chilling while I do all the work? No thanks.
Whoa, okay, look, I know that they didn't leave the best impression on our first day, but cut them some slack, it's week 1.
You just gotta stay focused and not be distracted. Look, I really gotta get going to my next class.
Okay, look, I'm sorry, okay? Let me start over. My name is Ryan Ocampo. I'm a 3rd-year biology major. Yourself?
MJ Reyes, 3rd-year transfer, biochemistry major, and I'm not interested in you, I'm sorry.
Biochemistry? Wait, hold up. That's awesome. You think maybe we can get together and study sometime? It could even be over Zoom if you want.
Ryan, I literally just met you.
Wait, also, hold on. Rewind. What do you mean not interested in me? For real, what's that supposed to mean? MJ, I was just trying to look for a partner for this whole Filipino project thing, but now that you bring it up,
Ryan,
come on.
You literally private messaged me over Zoom. I have the receipts. I could literally pull it up. And okay, I get your type. You see this girl in class, you try and get with her, but it's not gonna happen with me. Okay, I'm really not interested in a relationship right now.
Who said anything about a relationship? You know what? MJ Reyes, you, me, later tonight for some Pazookies. Let's talk.
Goodbye, Ryan.
Okay, wait. Let me try something.
She's my sunshine in the rain, my Tylenol when I'm in pain, yeah. Let me tell you what she means to me. Like a tall glass of lemonade when it's burning hot on summer days. She's exactly what I need. She's soothing like the ocean rushing on the sand. She takes care of me, baby. She helps me be a better man. She's so beautiful. Sometimes I start to close my eyes. She's exactly what I need.
Wait, you're telling me that didn't work? You're serious? Okay, you know what? Let me try something else. Hey, yo, Bruno!
Say baby, say baby, say baby. What you doing?
What?
Where you at?
In class?
Oh, you got plans?
Not with you.
Don't say that.
Oh,
I'm
please.
sipping wine
Mrs. Mendoza?
in a row. I look too good to be alone.
You sure about that?
My house clean, my pool warm.
Your point?
Just shake. Smooth like a newborn. You should be dancing, romancing in the east wing and the west wing of this mansion. What's happening? I ain't playing no games. Any word that I say is coming straight from the heart. So if you're trying to lay in these arms, I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open, girl. That you feel the way I feel and you want me like I want you tonight, baby. Tell me that you're coming through. La la la, la la la. Tell me that you're coming through. La la la, la la la. Tell me that you're coming through. Girl, I'm here just waiting for you. Come on over, I'll adore you. La la la, la la la. Tell me that you're coming through.
Get it? It's like a harana. So like, Pazukis or?
Do you seriously think that you can win me over with Jeremy Passion and Bruno Mars?
I mean, yeah, one's like the national anthem and one's just like the song, right?
No, oh my God.
I swear it was a national anthem or something.
Anak, kamusta na? How's your new school?
It's going great, Nai. I was just about to sleep, actually.
Ngayon na! It's only 10 p.m. Anak, don't you have any homework to do?
Oo nga, anak. How are you supposed to be a doctor in the future and support your family if you don't do your work?
You know the son of your Tito Nes, Joseph? He said that he would stay up until 5 a.m. studying and then go to class at 7 a.m. You have to be like him, anak.
You don't think I'm working hard all day, Thai? It's week 1 and I literally have to start studying for this 4-hour lab. And Nai, why do you keep comparing me to Joseph?
Why are you answering us back, ha? Anak, listen to me. Your studies are no joke. You have to take it seriously. You're in college na. Maybe you're dating somebody, ha? Being distracted by those guys?
Hoy! No dating until you're 30. Studies first. If I see a guy with you, sasampalin ko yan.
Grabe ka, Tay. Hindi naman. I'm here for college, di ba?
Well, you have to keep working hard. When we're gone, you need to be able to support yourself, to support your family. Anak, listen to me. If you really want to become a doctor, you really have to make sure that you're getting straight A's. You don't want your Tito Nes and Tita Stella to look at you like, oh, she couldn't be a doctor pala, bobo naman siya. So prove them wrong, anak.
Po, Nay.
Okay, sige na, anak. Were you saying something?
Wala po, Nay. Sige po, I'm gonna go ahead and study.
Sige na, anak.
Good night po.
Ingat. Remember, anak. No guys till you're 40.
Hi, babe. How's your first day of classes?
Wait, actually,
Yo, what's up?
we've literally been together for like 3 years now. That's so long. That's 3 numbers. Anyways, babe, if you want to go heat up some food for your tummy, I know you're kind of hungry, so me and MJ are just gonna have some girl talk.
Alright,
You know.
for sure.
Oh my god. Okay, so spill. How's your first day?
It was all right, I guess.
MJ, is there something wrong? It was literally the first day of classes. What could possibly be on your mind?
I guess I didn't realize how much time and effort I need to be putting in for biochemistry. Okay, just hear me out. On Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, I have 2 of my biochem upper div classes, and these 2 classes already have me studying for a test at the end of the week. I know, right? And on Thursdays, I have my physics class, and then on Fridays, I have these 4-hour labs. Put that on top of the pressure that my parents have been giving me over the phone, which you've probably heard. I'm sorry, it's just a lot.
Well, MJ, let me ask you this. Whose dream is it for you to become a doctor?
What? What kind of question is that? It's always been my dream.
Okay. Hear me out. Is it your dream or is it your parents' dream?
I never thought of it that way.
Look, MJ, I've been a bio major ever since I got into UCSG. The classes are hard and they're meant to push you to your limits. I mean, have you ever just found yourself chugging all the answers, cheating off of your friends, giving nerds in your class your Snapchat so that they can take the quiz for you? I mean, that's literally been my life since I've been here at UCSG, and well, if I'm being honest, I haven't really found much happiness in what I'm doing. I mean, I would love to be a doctor. Who wouldn't after watching Grey's Anatomy? But I don't know if that's where I belong anymore. Look, MJ, if there is any advice I can give you, it's do what makes you happy. Do what you love. I think that's where you'll find your true happiness.
I'm not really sure what makes me happy.
Completely off topic, but are you taking that like little Filipino class? You probably saw, what's his name? Ryan.
You mean that jerk who thinks he can win people over with Jeremy Passion and Bruno Mars and Silk Sonic? Oh my god. Okay, well, he definitely thinks he's all that and thinks he's got a chance with me. And that girl, Vanessa,
Okay, I didn't even realize I was unmuted, and I was only just trying to help.
Honestly, word is that Vanessa has the hots for Ryan. But get this. Ryan says they're just friends.
Well, whatever. I could care less if the two of them got together.
Feisty and independent. You know what, MJ? You were kind of weird at first, and you're still kind of weird now, but I knew we'd be good roommates. I mean, what's your story? What makes someone like you so hard to please?
Well, I just moved here. My Nai came here because she was looking for a job and then found the position as a nurse at Kaiser San Gabriel.
Honey,
Where's my
thank you. Thank you for opening up. That's great. You're valid. Thank you for allowing me the space, but you didn't answer my question. Why is it so hard for someone to date you? I feel like maybe if you had a special someone, maybe they'd be able to brighten up your life.
It's not that I don't want a relationship. I've just been hurt one too many times, and it's kind of hard for me to open up. And I want to make sure that I'm here studying, doing all that I need to do without anything else getting in the way. But I do miss having someone who just listens, someone who supports me and accepts me for all of my flaws and for who I am as a person. I don't know, I just wonder if it's too much to ask.
I found a guy, told me I was a star. He held the door, held my hand in the dark. And he's perfect on paper, but he's lying to my face. Does he think that I'm the kind of girl who needs to be saved? And there's one more boy, he's from my past. We fell in love, but it didn't last. 'Cause the second I figure it out, he pushes me away. And I won't fight for love if you won't meet me halfway. And I say that I'm through, but this song is still for you. All I want is a love that lasts. It's all I want, too much to ask. Is it something wrong with me? All I want is a good guy, and my expectations far too high. Tried my best, but what can I say? All I have is myself at the end of the day. And shouldn't that be enough for me?
MJ, I know we haven't really known each other for too long, but I'm always gonna be here for you. If there's anything I can tell you, love is found in the most unexpected places. I met Michael in the back of Dainty.
Huh?
Okay, rude. The point is, you don't go looking for love, girl. Love finds you. So yeah, focus on school, focus on what you need to do, but you won't know where love is till it's right in front of your cute little nose.
Thanks, Tala. Really, I didn't think you'd be this thoughtful.
Girl, you know I got you. Tell you what, me, you, Kapuso's first general meeting, maybe to get something out of you.
Kapuso? What?
Shh. Get some rest tonight, sweetie. Your eye bags are horrendous. They're literally just on, like, laying just on your face, like little bag pets, just under your eyes. We're gonna do something about that. I have some hyaluronic acid. I have some face masks. I have all of that if you're interested. We'll do them tonight. We'll watch Cars 3. Have you ever watched Cars 3? Do they have that in the Philippines?
What up, Kapuso members? This is the moment you've all been waiting for. We're almost through this global pandemic, but you're still here with us now. Are you ready for a general meeting, huh?
I'm leaving.
No, you're not, MJ. Give it a shot.
So to the people who have been here for the past couple years, let's tell our new Capuso members what we strive for.
Culture,
education, togetherness.
Woo! Close enough. There we go, my fellow Capuso members. All right, I'm going to pass the mic on to the cultural chair of Capuso, AJ, so he can tell us a little more about Capuso and what he has in store for us. AJ?
Thanks, Ryan. Hello, Capuso members! Make some noise! I guess not. Capuso strives for educating our members about the Filipino culture while succeeding in our academics and other stuff. Wait, what?
AJ, come on, bro. We rehearsed this. Get yourself together.
Come on. My bad.
AJ, I was supposed to talk about academics, remember?
Okay, look, Kaibi gangs, how's everyone doing? So what my boy AJ is trying to say is, we're just trying to keep our Filipino roots as real as the birds and balloons. Am I right, ladies? I'll holler for a follow. Sheesh!
Okay, anyways, so we're gonna start putting everybody in breakout rooms now, and we'll be back in the main room in a little bit.
Tala, look at this mess. Are you kidding me? This is such a waste of our time. They don't know the words, they're reading off script, and as real as the birds in our balloons? What does that even mean?
Wait, MJ, I swear you're from the Philippines. You don't know what balut is? It's when Filipinos get this tiny little egg and there's this tiny little bird. And they go,
I know what
and they just
balut
put it-
is, Tala.
Okay.
Well, look who decided to show up. You see her, Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I saw her name when she came in.
I cannot believe she's coming to our meetings now. Can't she just mind her own business in Filipino 4?
V, calm down, okay? Let's at least just try to be welcoming, all right? I'll make things right when the meeting's over.
That's how you've always been, Ryan. Always welcoming. Next thing you know it, you'll be bringing her to our friend outings. What if she hurts the group, Ryan?
She's not gonna hurt us. Look, I actually want to try and get to know her. New members in Capuso are what we need, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't look like you're searching for new members, Ryan. Suit yourself. I know you.
All right, as I'm getting everybody out of their breakout rooms, let's bring it in. Come on, everybody. Don't be shy. I want to see your beautiful faces. There you go. Oh, great. Okay, is everyone here? Okay, let's bring it in. Capuso on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Capuso!
All right, everybody. We'll catch you at the next meeting. Cab, if you can stay for a bit, that would be great. MJ, hey.
Hey, yourself?
Awkward. I mean, what?
Yikes! Pokey Boy lost his superpowers, that's why.
Hi, Ryan.
Hey, Tala. Good to see you. How long has it been?
Too long, sweetie.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Don't you have a boyfriend or something?
Oh, you're so cute. Say the word and I won't in 5 seconds.
Okay. Anyways, would you give MJ and I a minute, please?
She's fine right here.
Okay, look, MJ, I'm really sorry for the other day. Okay, I can't even talk right now because I just don't even know what to say. Like trying to show you up with this baby making song and the Filipino national anthem was such a terrible idea. Okay, to be honest, I feel like I got off on the wrong foot with you. So if you give me the chance, I would really like to make it up to you.
Tala, would you give Ryan and I a minute?
Oh my god, it's happening. Okay, I'll just watch from your computer. Bye.
Ryan, can we go? Rap's outing wants to FaceTime. So.
Huh? Oi!
Yeah, yes. Cab, everyone is still here. You guys are dismissed. Have a good night, everyone.
So you were saying?
Well, I want to make it up to you. How about we go out for some boba? Like, forget the whole Pazuki idea. Like, who even eats Pazukis anymore? Am I right? If you're comfortable with it, I can pick you up at 7. And if you still hate me by the end, then I'll be out of your life forever. I promise.
Oh, no need to get all forever on me now.
Okay, see, now you're just using my lingo, and I really don't really appreciate that. Like,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'll see you in a bit.
so we're at this serious Kapuso meeting, and I turn to AJ, and I ask him, haven't you finished the script already? And he's like, no, man, I'm so sorry, man. I gotta still ask MJ. Like, I've never seen him that close to tears before.
So you and AJ must be really good friends then.
You know, I've actually been close with all of them. It was actually through them I started to find a home here in Kapuso.
That's great, right? I mean, starting to build these connections with people just so you can be successful in the future. Sounds what college is for.
Yeah, I mean, connections are one thing, don't get me wrong, but they become more than just connections to me. They're my family. College is the place where we make some of our best memories. Memories with the people that we care the most about.
I never really thought of it like that. My parents, they just kind of drilled into me this mentality of going to college to become a doctor. All work, no play. Come to think of it, I didn't even know that you were a part of this organization, let alone the president of Kapuso.
Seriously, I don't even know why they even put me in this position. You know what? It's funny. My parents don't even know that I'm president.
Ano? Bakit? Wait. Why didn't you tell them?
I know. It's just when I first told them that I wanted to join Kapuso, they didn't really support me. They weren't too fond with the idea of me being pre-med and dedicating my time someplace else other than school. Since I'm a bio major, they only expect the best. Study, research, work, sleep, repeat. Nothing ever more than that.
Hey, you think you're the only one going through it? My parents are the exact same way. I mean, just the other night, my parents called me up and they were trying to make sure that I was going to become a doctor. Research, sleep, repeat, and nothing more than that. It's like, I don't know, I never learned to live my life.
Honestly, I just wish our parents understood us more. Yeah, of course I want to be a doctor in the future, but I still want to be able to live my life. I hardly know anything about being Filipino, and yet here I am, president of Kapuso. You know how hard it is to learn everything about a culture just from TFC?
That's where you learned from? TFC?
Wow, ASAP, teleseries here and there. That's it. Yet I still don't know what it means to be Filipino. So when I heard about Kapuso, it called to me. There's so much left for me to learn.
I mean, being Filipino doesn't mean you have to know everything about the Filipino culture. I just feel like it's important that you just stay true to who you are.
Okay, I swear you were fine like 5 seconds ago. Why the frown all of a sudden?
I don't know, I feel like that's why I haven't been true to myself. I don't know if this whole becoming a doctor thing is for me anymore.
Well, okay, let's think. MJ Reyes, what makes you happy?
I guess there's one thing, but don't laugh. I've always loved to bake. Not to laugh.
You're serious? Yeah, sorry, baking, whatever, yeah.
You know, from like babinkas and tomatoes, you name it, I've made it. You know, like, I remember my Lola and I, we used to just bake together, and there was one point in time where she wanted to open up a bakery herself, but everyone was gonna pursue the medical route instead. Honestly though, like, it would be so amazing if I could just open up a bakery and just serve all of Lola's recipes. Okay, why are you smiling like that? What's that face?
Switch your major to business.
No. Oh my god. My parents, they're gonna kill me if I even try to do that.
Look, okay, let's try to think about it. Would you rather be miserable in your OChem and physics labs for, 8 hours a week? Or would you rather be making yourself and other people happy?
Ryan, you don't understand. My parents, they want me to become a doctor. If they hear about this from me, they're just gonna be so disappointed.
Well, you know what? Whenever you decide to, I'll be there for you when you tell them.
Ryan, I can't have you do that. What if I'm not good enough for business either? I mean, I'm already failing through all these classes.
I just want to be there for you when you do it. Who said life's supposed to be easy? Life's a leap of faith, right?
Lift your head, baby, don't be scared of the things that could go wrong along the way. You get by with a smile. You can't win at everything, but you can try. Baby, you don't have to worry, 'cause there ain't no need to hurry. No one ever said that there's an easy way. When they're closing all their doors and they don't want you anymore. It sounds funny, but I'll say it anyway. Let me hear you sing it.
Hello? Yeah, Mom, I'm so sorry. I totally lost track of time. Yeah, I'm with a study group right now, and we're just going over, the last couple questions in OChem. I'll be home soon. Okay, bye-bye. MJ, I'm so sorry. It's parents, you know.
Yeah, no, I get it, totally. Family first, right? Don't worry, I'll just call Tala and make sure I get it right home.
No. Actually, I can still give you a ride home if that's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.
Well, I guess this is it. Thank you for spending the day with me.
Thank you. I had a fun time. So, partners?
Oh, so we're together now, or
No, silly goose. I mean, for the project.
Oh, yeah, that's what you mean. I'm sorry, I'm just really tired. I'm really stressed out too about my parents going home and stuff like that.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Hi y'all, I'm Ashley and I'm one of the Cordillera Suite coordinators.
What's up y'all? My name is Justin and I'm one of the Cordillera coordinators.
Hi everyone, my name is Trisha and I'm one of this year's Mindanao Suite coordinators.
Hi everyone, my name is Kat and I'm the other Mindanao coordinator.
Hey guys, my name is Stella and I'm one of the Luma coordinators.
Hello y'all, my name is Chris, one of your Lumad Suite coordinators this year.
This year, suites previously known as Mountain, Ethnic, and Mindanao Suite are together for this year's PACN. Traditionally, we would be performing dances for these suites. However, this year we decided not to do dances. Instead, we focused on creating a space in PACN that centered and uplifted these regions' Indigenous voices of today. This is a decision that this year's core team, PACN board, and I have made through our learning and unlearning journey together. And this year's core team, none of us have an Indigenous background, so we cannot teach a culture that is not ours. Instead, as PACN board, we focused our goals on learning directly from these communities, the culture they are willing to share with us, and how we, as members of Katipunan and Filipino Americans, can stand together in solidarity and respectfully celebrate the cultures of the Philippines.
In listening to Indigenous communities, it was a long process for our board on how we were going to move forward, especially with the problems that we had been perpetuating in our past PACNs, such as culturally appropriating Indigenous cultures and also upholding racist stereotypes of Indigenous people. It was a hard pill to swallow, but also a very much needed one. Though these conversations were uncomfortable, it was also very necessary in how we were going to move forward. Ultimately, we decided to go a more educational route for our Indigenous Swedes, such as having workshops and discussions on the issues that Indigenous communities were facing. One of our goals this year was to center Indigenous voices, and in having these workshops, it was important for us to collaborate with orgs that are Indigenous or directly worked with Indigenous communities. We as a board only know so much, so it was important to go to people who had the knowledge. Another thing that we did was look within our own org, because if not where, then to start within our own community. We reached out and worked with members who are Indigenous, and one person that we really want to shout out is Cheyenne Ofo'ob. She has been with us since the beginning of this process, and without her, our PACN would not be what it is today, especially our Cordillera Suite. Honestly, besides transitioning to an online format, this has been one of the most different PACNs for us as a board to create. It challenged us, it made us really listen to different communities and perspectives in making our PACN more inclusive. And we will admit, as a board, we've made mistakes along the way. And though we've learned, we are still continuously learning. It also made us more introspective. In taking a step back, it also made us look within our own personal heritage and histories. I think one of the biggest things about PACN is the family. And so it made us really look into our own personal family histories, and I think that's one part of what made this process so fruitful.
This year, Ashley and I decided to change the name of the suite to Cordillera for several reasons. In previous PACNs, this suite was known as the Mountain Suite. However, this year, in our process of learning and unlearning, moving forward, we did not feel that it was right to continue using this name. The name Mountain did not appropriately represent the cultures nor the people of the area, and that we felt that it would be better to start using a name that more accurately describes the region from which these cultures came from. Although we aren't Indigenous ourselves, one of the goals that we had as a PACN board was to learn directly from these communities and to censor Indigenous voices. At our first workshop, I Am Igorot, Growing Up Indigenous in the Diaspora, we invited Ikat voices to come and talk about their experiences about being Indigenous within the Filipinx community.
One of the topics that we wanted to explore for the workshops of the Cordillera Suite is investigating the roots of anti-indigeneity within Philippine history and the Filipinx community. In our second workshop, Indigenous with a capital I, Unpacking the Roots of PACN, we look into the creation of PACNs and what they were inspired by. PACNs were inspired by the Bayanihan Dance Company, which was created during the Marcos era by Imelda Marcos as a national project. And translating the dances and suites from Bayanihan to PACN, what's often lost in translation is the history and intentions of Imelda. One of Imelda's objectives was to create a hierarchy between the Christianized suites and the Indigenous suites. And though this history is lost, we do still see her intentions of these racial stereotypes in PACN to this day, from the sexualization of Indigenous male bodies to the dehumanization of Indigenous peoples with the serious stereotype of facials. One thing that we learned from one of our guest speakers is how dancing is a joyous thing and it's a humanizing thing. When you take away smiling from Indigenous peoples, it perpetuates a certain harm on their communities. Moving on to our third workshop, Through Our Eyes, Anti-Indigeneity in the Filipinx Community, we move our lens from PACN to the Filipinx community in general. We dive into the important role that Philippine history has on the anti-indigeneity that we see today. During the Spanish colonial period is kind of where we see the beginnings of this divide between non-Indigenous Filipinos and Indigenous peoples. The systems, the structure, and the oppression that the Spanish placed on certain colonized groups within the Philippines birthed the racism and the racial stereotypes that are placed on Indigenous peoples. We also talk about the Indigenous Peoples' Rights Act that was advocated by Indigenous activists, and its creation was meant to protect Indigenous communities and their ancestral lands. What we also learn and talk about is the violation of the Indigenous Peoples' Rights Act due to foreign interest because of the natural resources within the Philippines, which are mostly in these ancestral lands. And so, touching on Philippine history and the IRPA, we see how anti-indigeneity lives on from the education system in the Philippines to the racial stereotypes and the racism that we learn from our families. These conversations are hard, they're loaded, and they're uncomfortable, but they're also imperative in how we as non-Indigenous Filipinos can reflect on our own privilege in moving forward with our community and helping our Indigenous brothers and sisters. We have this saying, isang bagsak, but how can we say isang bagsak without including the narratives and their perspectives of marginalized communities?
There are many criticisms of PACNs, especially in regards to the Indigenous suites, and some of those are centered on the fact that the way the dances are performed do not accurately portray the experiences and the cultures from which these dances came from. We understand that since we are not Indigenous, it would be disrespectful to teach a dance that we did not fully understand and that it was from a culture that was not of our own. As coordinators this year, we really hope that y'all can walk away learning something from these workshops and that we continue this process of learning and unlearning. Thank you.
Hi everyone! So for our Mindanao Suite this year, we held workshops that focused on culture and the people living in Mindanao today, and also unpacked the effects of colonialism, Orientalism, and the existence of Islamophobia and ongoing violence in these regions.
As Filipino Americans, we recognize that the Philippines is full of islands and lands that are so diverse in cultures, traditions, and peoples. We wanted to emphasize this year that these communities in Mindanao are very much alive and present today.
Culture is always changing, and as people change, culture is not static. It is very dynamic, and for this year's PACN, we want to give recognition to the various cultures of the Philippines.
Within Mindanao Suite, within PACN, we have often done dances that are dramatically theatricized through a Tagalog perspective. We really wanted to spend time this year listening and learning from Mindanao communities and doing what we can to support them against their fights against injustice in the Philippines today.
As Mindanao coordinators, we wanted to lead this year as a foundation to pave the way for a more culturally respectful PACN to celebrate the beautiful diversity of the Philippines. Now we will be showcasing what some of our members want to see in future PACNs from our last Mindanao workshop.
Clearly the way that we've been taught these dances have always been like the flashy way, constantly trying to go big, when in reality it's like, no, these are dances that are done by like very essentially like simple people, and hopefully for like future PACNs that can change, whether like we go back to that simplicity or even continue going off of this whole thing of just like us learning rather than taking away from one's culture.
In the past, whenever we do like PCN, PACN, I've always wanted to do Mindanao dances. I always thought they were so cool, like the facials, like fierce, chin up, eyes down, and then the attire was like so nice, like silk, like royalty type stuff. And now like talking about this now and hearing about it and learning more about it, I've come to realize that I've been wanting to do those things for the wrong reasons. Like I wanted to do the dances for the wrong reasons. Like I just thought they were cool, but like learning more about it has really changed my perspective. And then adding on to what Kenneth was saying earlier, I do think that for future PACNs, we can continue just talking and learning about this. Like I don't think we should go back to like performing the dances.
I really hope that in the future, our members that carry on this PACN tradition will, be more comfortable being uncomfortable and putting themselves in situations where they have to unearth the nitty-gritty of, what it means to be culturally respectful.
As Mindanao coordinators this year, Kat and I want to note that we are not at all experts in Mindanao culture. We are very much still continuing our learning and unlearning journey together with the cast. We hope that this year's discussions and Mindanao workshops were impactful to you all.
For Lumad Suite this year, we collaborated with Leon Network and held online workshops that fixated on the effects of colonization on land, health, and healthcare. The Leon Network is a global advocacy network that amplifies the call to action in Luma communities in Mindanao, Philippines.
As this year's Lumad coordinators, we wanted to spread awareness about the current events and the critical conditions that are happening within the Lumad communities. We wanted to be upfront with every one of you on the decision-making process of taking a step back and recognizing the significance of our Indigenous brothers and sisters. In the process of change, it is natural to experience a bit of discomfort. During these workshops, we did a lot of learning, unlearning, and relearning about the Lumad communities.
For Katipunan who have done PACN before, you might have noticed that the suite name changed this year. We have changed it from Ethnic Suite to Lumad Suite to clearly represent the people and region of this suite.
During the fall quarter, we had our first Leon Network event where we fundraised for typhoon relief in the Philippines and support for Indigenous Lumad women's grassroots organization, Sabokahan. For the spring quarter, we raised funds for health and healthcare of Mindanao communities, especially affected by COVID-19.
As this year's Luma coordinators, we hope that you learn something out of these workshops and continue to show support to the Indigenous communities. We will now listen to what some of our members have to say.
Hi everyone, I'm Marielle. So this past year I've had the privilege of working with Liang Network, which I found out about through Katipunan. In the beginning of the school year, they held an event about the environmental justice of the indigenous lands in the Philippines. And I'm really glad that I went to that event because from there, I was able to work more closely with Liang Network, SoCal branch specifically, and I started facilitating those teach-ins, researching educational content for it, and really just learning and learning. There's just so much more to learn because we've really only scratched the surface, and I'm really glad that Katipunan has worked towards the right direction. In the past, we have done cultural dances without understanding the true meaning behind it or the connection behind the different indigenous groups because they're all different and they all have their own customs and everything. So I'm really excited to move forward and learn more and bring that to Katipunan from Leon Network because they're such an amazing org. But yeah, I'm really glad that we're headed towards that direction, and I'm excited to see everything that we work towards.
Hi, I'm Sabrina Carlos. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm a third year at UC Riverside. This year, we've implemented significant changes to our PACN, especially in terms of our dance suites. So instead of just taking down what's been handed down from previous PCNs, we've really taken a step back and we are taking a look at the root of where these dances came from. So through presentations, Q&A, and through interactive discussions with members of different Indigenous and Filipino communities and with one another, we've been able to learn about the history of these dances better. And I've learned that these dances were oftentimes taken from their origins and performed for profit. So we've kind of been appropriating in a sense. These dances were oftentimes over dramatized and stripped of their original purpose. So for that reason, this year we've taken a halt on suites like Mindanao and Cordillera, just because we need to respect how sacred they are, and we really need to look at which ones are right to perform and which we could perform respectfully. So through these workshops, I've learned how to better respect Filipino culture. Although we often find commonalities as Filipinos and Filipino Americans, there are vast differences between different regions and generations of the Philippines. And the major category that has been disenfranchised by this is the indigenous peoples of the Philippines, who have often been overlooked and stepped on. So it's important that we learn because we can't take from their cultures without knowing about it and respecting it, because this would spread ignorance, which turns into complacency, and then that turns into severe consequences such as Philippine government imposing on indigenous lands. So for this reason, we can't contribute to this ignorance. And moving forward, we have a responsibility to educate ourselves and educate others through PACN, because that's what PACN should be about. It's Filipino American Cultural Night. So respect the culture.
Moving forward, after having participated in and attended all of these Indigenous Suite workshops for PACN 32, I can most definitely say that I will be moving with more caution in terms of learning about different cultures, not just of the Philippines, but of the whole world. In these workshops, I've learned to approach a culture with more appreciation rather than appropriation. And I really think that we often overlook just how disrespectful we are being when trying to reference a certain culture. So moving forward, I will be better. I will be more respectful, and I will be more appreciative of the different cultures that we have around the world. Because it is in these cultures that we have true diversity. It's in these cultures, even just in the Philippines, that we experience true unity. You know, having gone to these workshops and seeing just how diverse the Filipino culture actually is, it's made me more inspired to learn more and to keep learning more about these different cultures around the world.
Hello Katipunan, my name is Cheyenne Hope, and I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for allowing me to come in to be, a presenter across the Cordillera workshops this year, but also thank you for providing the space to learn more about the various different indigenous cultures in the Philippines. This process of unlearning and learning is not a process that's going to end with this PACN, but it is going to start with this PACN. And I could not have found a better group of people to be willing to present these ideas and be willing to collaborate with organizations. And as much as there has been a weight on my shoulders with all these expectations put on by myself to be a certain way or to act a certain way, I know now, and I'm learning more now, that my journey about where I am and where I am in this relationship with Philippine culture is simply enough, and it's simply just starting. And as much as there is left to be learned more about as we go on in future PACNs, I know that I'm seeing a future that's bright, and I'm seeing a future that has a space for me in it, and I'm hoping that everyone else in Katipunan has been able to also feel that space and also feel that brightness that's ahead of us. So, thank you.
MJ, do I really have to?
Sige na, Ryan! Stop being such a baby!
I've never sang for a project before, or even in front of anyone.
That's why we're practicing, Muna, diba? Okay, ready? Action.
I really hate you.
You don't.
Araw-araw ikaw ang gusto kong kasama. Buhay ko'y kumpleto na tuwing nandito ka sa tabi ko, o aking giliw. Di pa din ako makapaniwala na ang dati kong pangarap ay katotohanan na. Ikaw ang tanging inspirasyon, at basta't nandito ka, ako'y liligaya. Dahil sa'yo ako'y matapang, dahil sa'yo ako'y lalaban. Para sa'yo pagmamahal na walang katapusan. Dahil sa'yo mayroong pangarap, pagmamahal ko sa'yo'y tapat. Para sa'yo pagmamahal na higit pa sa sapat. Gagawin ko ang lahat para lang sa'yo sinta. Basta't nandito ka, ako'y liligaya. at kontento na ako. Wala nang iba pang hahanapin, basta't ikaw ang aking kapiling. Lahat magagawa dahil kasama ka. Ikaw ang tanging inspirasyon, at basta't nandito ka, ako'y liligaya. Dahil sa'yo ako'y matapang, dahil sa'yo ako'y lalaban. Para sa'yo pagmamahal na walang katapusan. Dahil sa'yo mayroong pangarap, pagmamahal ko sa'yo'y tapat. Para sa'yo pagmamahal na higit na sa sapat. Gagawin ko ang lahat para lang sa'yo sinta. Basta't nandito ka, ako'y liligaya.
Thank you.
Guess this, right?
Ryan, this is the 4th time you're dropping me off. Yes, this is it.
Thank you so much again, MJ, for your help with this whole Filipino project thing. I really couldn't have done it without you.
It's nothing, really. I mean, what can I say? I am the best in the class right now.
Oh, here we go. But by the end of it, we were able to be friends.
Just friends?
Hoy! Anong ginagawa niyo dyan?
for watching UCR Katipunan's PSO 32nd Culture Night. My name is Amira Ramirez, and it was my pleasure being this year's PACN videographer. Coming into the 2020-2021 school year, it was already foreseen that this year's PACN would not be held in person. Therefore, it was my duty to give you the show that you are watching right now. Starting from the suite coordinators to PACN play to Kati choir to everyone in between the lines, it was my duty to present to you, with their help, a beautiful and amazing culture night and the true representation of what it means to be a Filipino American. However, this does not mean that I did all of this alone. Without the help of these amazing and hard-working individuals, this year's PACN would not be happening. Not only is their talent amazing, but their love showing Filipino culture through film is abundant. My backbone through all of this, my tech team.
Working on this play has been such an amazing experience. Countless hours of hard work have been put into this by all of us in tech team. Mary, Gabby, Jose, and Rainier and I hope you enjoy your PACN 32, and thank you again for taking part in this experience with us.
Hi, my name is Gabby Gloria, and I'm a second-year public policy major here at UCR. PACN 32 has been the best experience of my entire college career, to be completely honest. I never met so many people in Kati I've never interacted with prior, and I know many of these relationships will become long-lasting friendships in the end. Going forward, I hope this event will live forever in Katipunan history, and will be remembered for the hard work not only cast and crew put into it, but also board and tech team. Tech team will always have a special place in my heart. The blood, the sweat, and the tears we put into this amazing production is very visible through the amazing work we brought to you today. Without tech team, this production would never have happened, and that's why I'm so grateful for being a part of it and also working with the amazing people through all of this.
I want to thank everyone that I had the pleasure working with for making this experience that much better, and honestly a lot smoother than I thought it was going to be. Out of all the people though, I want to thank Mary for putting this team together and honestly making this production a possibility. If it wasn't for her, I would have made all of these memories with the tech team and all of cast. So thank you.
Personally, I never expected to be part of this team. It all kind of came together unexpectedly. But with how it's gone so far, I can say that I'm really happy that I got to be part of this beautiful production. All of us put in so many hours of hard work, and it shows, especially in tech team. And within those hours, I also got to meet so many new and amazing people that were such a pleasure to work with. All in all, this has been such a fun and gratifying experience, and I'd totally do it again. Love y'all, tech team.
On behalf of the Philippine Consulate General in Los Angeles, I would like to commend the Katipunan Filipino Student Organization for spearheading the Filipino American Cultural Night. This is a very significant event, for it helps promote greater awareness of Filipino culture through traditional Filipino dances, including Tinikling and Maria Clara. I would also like to commend the organization for promoting greater awareness and appreciation of Indigenous groups in the Philippines, as well as for promoting greater appreciation and understanding of the Filipino American experience. Once again, my highest commendation goes to the Katipunan Filipino American Organization.
How's my hair look? Is it messy? Can she tell that I'm not ready? Is it too late for me to turn back?
Try to calm down, it's not working. Trying to keep my cool, he's approaching. I wonder if he likes me back. I'm not one to play these games, I hope you'll see. I won't waste my time on what's not meant to be.
I need to show what I got, I've got.
I need to give this a shot, I've got.
Knots inside my stomach and I can't seem to breathe. Happens anytime you're in the vicinity. After anything you say, I can't seem to speak. Every time your eyes catch mine, I'm suddenly weak. And I don't know just what it is, why I'm shy, a little timid and nervous around you. Around you. I can't keep on going closer till I meet your eyes. Closer till your eyes meet mine.
I can't hide my feelings anymore. Do I keep on going closer till I meet your eyes? Closer till your eyes meet mine.
Hurts inside my stomach and I can't seem to breathe. Happens anytime you're in the vicinity. After anything you say, I can't seem to speak. Every time your eyes catch mine, I'm suddenly weak. And I don't know just what it is. Why I'm shy, a little timid and nervous around you. Around you.
Excuse me, pardon me. Did someone say empanadas? Baked fresh out of the oven with ingredients from Seafood City. Seafood City. Home is where the heart is.
Hoy! Sinabi ko kanina pa, Nestor. They are in the middle of interrogating that guy. You know, the one who's in the bed of MJ. Pardon us. We did not mean to interrupt your dinner. Carry on, carry on.
You know, my Kuya Richard, if he catches you, you know, if he catches you, doing the like that, you know, the sex with his daughter, he'll just boom, 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 pop, 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 pop.
What?
Oh my God.
Excuse me, Mr. and Mrs. Reyes, I really didn't mean to offend you both by being with your daughter at that time. This is all just some misunderstanding.
Who told you to talk? It wasn't me. Excuse me too, Ryan. First of all, you say po whenever you finish a sentence addressing us.
Tay!
Anak, let me do the talking. Second of all, what in God's almighty universe were you doing about to kiss my daughter, huh? Don't you know the saying, leave space for Jesus?
Ay, tama na, I already told you.
Anak, let him answer.
Mr. Reyes, I'm really sorry for offending you and Mrs. Reyes. MJ and I, we were just working on a project for school.
Project, ha? Anong project, Ryan? What? A life project? Biology? Anatomy? DVD? STD?
No, it's not that. Look. Nay, Tay, Tito, Tita. There's something I've been meaning to tell you all for a while now.
Sinabi ko nga, Rosa!
Diyos ko.
She is pregnant with this guy. I knew it. I mean, look at her. Tumaba na siya.
Anak nang.
Anak, this better be good.
Nay, Tay, I switched majors. I don't think I want to be a doctor anymore.
Ay, patay.
So, Kuya Chard, question, which should I get? The walis or the chinelas?
Anak, what are you talking about?
Do you know the type of shame you can bring on our family, MJ? Everyone in the Philippines is counting on you to be a doctor, and now you just want to be a what? A comedian? It's not a joke, MJ.
So what did you switch your major to, anak?
I switched it to business, Nay.
My goodness, you're wasting your time in college.
Business? Oh, so what business? The Gentleman's Club? Anak, please not the Gentleman's Club.
I want to put up the bakery shop. You remember, Tay? The one that Lola always wanted? You know how much I love to bake. I baked all the time with the both of you.
Anak, are you kidding me? There is no money in owning a bakery shop. You better go back to school tomorrow and switch your major back to biochem. Anak, you were doing so well. Do
MJ, please. Don't make this difficult on us. Being a doctor is so much better than being a bakery owner. Do it for your family and your future.
Excuse me, Mr. Reyes. I know that this is the first day that I'm meeting your wonderful family, but let me just say that I've never seen anyone more passionate about baking than MJ. She's incredibly smart, and if she puts that same mindset towards a business, she's going to be incredibly successful. Just. When I first saw MJ in her class, she was literally the smartest person in the room. She answered every single question like they were nothing. The point I'm trying to make is, if there's anyone that can do it, it's MJ. She's literally the most trying person that I've ever seen. She puts her studies before her friends, and she works harder than all of us collectively. My parents own a couple of businesses here, and they've had the luxury of living comfortably in the United States. This is going to be a great decision for MJ. I promise you to. We have to support MJ's happiness, right?
Before we continue, Ryan, tell us a little bit more about yourself. Where are you from? Do you understand Tagalog?
Actually, I was born here, Mrs. Reyes. Well, I can understand Tagalog, but I just have a hard time speaking it.
Ano? Don't your parents teach you? Ay nako, you should know.
Actually, but my parents were born here in the United States. Pero we go back to the Philippines and visit our family and stuff. But
So your parents do know Tagalog? Why are you been asking our doctor for help then, huh?
Well, just like me, but my parents can understand Tagalog, but they're not very fluent. We do watch TFC shows here and there.
Oh, did you say TFC?
Opo, sir.
So you're meaning to say that you watch and understand, huh? All of these shows?
Opo, Mrs. Reyes.
It's showtime.
Every day.
Tonight with Boy Abunda?
How else would I get my chismis po?
Ang Provinciano.
That show is still going on?
Eat Bulaga?
Trick question po. That actually is not on TFC, it's on GMA, but my family has that too.
Grabe itong bata. Galing mo na... I mean, Ryan.
But that still doesn't change the fact, po, that I want to learn more about being Filipino.
Well, that's why you're getting to know our daughter, right?
Anak, you should teach Ryan more. He's learned so much already. Look at him learning how to say po.
Sorry, po. I was just nervous finally meeting the two of you.
Ryan, we're grateful for you for being here for MJ to do that. We know we probably scared you and MJ, but we don't mean to, you know? In our culture, it's more important that we know more about the man our daughter is seeing, regardless whether or not you two want to be together.
We only want what's best for her. Sure, you may get frustrated at her mistakes.
Or even the things that she chooses to do. But we will always support her with all our hearts. She's our daughter, Ryan. We're always here for her. MJ, anak.
Yes, Nay?
Is this what you really want to do, anak?
Opo, Nay.
And you promise to still work hard on this, huh?
Nay, Tay. I finally know what I came here to do. This is something that I love to do. And I promise, I'll work hard every single day. I'm sorry I didn't tell the both of you sooner. I was just so scared to tell you. But this is for you guys. And for Lola. I'm gonna do my best, and I'll make you proud.
I'm so happy to see a family as close-knit as yours, Mr. Reyes.
A Filipino household is always family, Ryan. I'm sure your parents treat you the same, right?
Well, not necessarily, but anyways, Mr. Reyes, if you don't mind me asking, what makes you so loving of Mrs. Reyes? How did you get your family to be so loving?
Well, it started with this song.
tayo magbago. Kailanman, nasaan may ito ang pangarap ko. Makuha mo pa kaya't ako'y hagan at yaghapin. Oh, hanggang sa pagtanda natin. Nagtatanong lang sa'yo, ako ba kaya'y ibigin mo? Kung maputi na ang buhok ko. Ang nakalipas ay babalik natin. Ipapaalala ko sa'yo ang aking pangako na ang pag-ibig ko laging sa'yo. Kahit maputi na ang buhok ko, kahit maputi na ang buhok ko.
You see, Ryan, despite the arguments and troubles we may have, I never stopped loving this woman. Love isn't just something that comes and goes. Love is timeless. I am dedicated to loving both Rosa and my MJ forever. They're my everything. They're my life project, and I'm willing to give them everything. So, when someone hurts them, I will do what I must to protect them. You're a good man, Ryan. I'm glad my daughter has someone like you in her life.
Thank you po, Mr. Reyes.
Please, call me Tito.
What's up everyone, I'm Christian Lumibao and I'm your choreographer for Modern this year. Some members of our cast performed this piece to cancel off the feeling, and our seniors piece is choreographed by Kenneth Sears to the song Dynamite. This year's senior piece is extra special to us this year, and keep an eye out for members from the class of 2020 that passed on PCN to us.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance. 'Cause I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire, set the night light. Shoes on, get up in the morning, cup of milk, let's rock and roll. jump up to the top of the brown. Ding dong, call me on my phone. Nice tea and I'll get my ping pong. This is getting heavy. Can't hear the bass, boom, I'm ready. Life is sweet as honey. Yeah, this beach chain like money. This go all alone. I'm into that. I'm good to go. I'm diamond. You know I glow. Hey, so let's go. 'Cause I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire. Set the night light. Hey, shining through the city with a little funky soul. So I'ma light it up like dynamite. Whoa, bring a friend, join the crowd. Whoever wanna come along. Word up, talk, just move right up the wall. Day or night, sky's the light, so we dance to the breakdown. Ladies and gentlemen, I got the medicine, so you should keep your eyes on the ball. This is getting heavy. Can you hear the bass? Boom, I'm ready. Life is sweet as honey. Yeah, this bitch chain like money. And this go all alone. I'm into that. I'm good to go. I'm down. You know I glow. And let's go. 'Cause I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire. Set the night light. Hey, shining through the city with a little funky soul. So I'ma light it up like dynamite. Whoa, life is dynamite. Life is dynamite. Shining through the city with a little funky soul. So I'ma light it up like dynamite. Whoa.
Okay, hopefully the Postmate orders were right, but I got the drinks, y'all. So Tala, you got your winter melon milk tea, right?
Yep, I did. Thanks, Gracie. Grace, you're beautiful.
Okay, good. And then Junjun, you got the taro milk tea?
Ew, you really order a taro milk tea, Junjun? Of all the flavors? That's basic AF.
Grace, thanks for the milk tea, Shawty. And AJ, it's called ube, not taro. Best flavor in the world, KB gang. Educate yourself.
Whatever.
Okay, but AJ, it's okay. Did you get your Hokkaido milk tea right?
Yup, shout out. Thanks, Grace.
All right. And V, you got your peach kiwi tea?
With the extra sugar like I asked. You're the
Yes.
best.
Okay, and then I have a Thai tea for Raph, an Okinawa milk tea for me, and then an Oreo creme brulee milk tea for MJ, right?
Yes, salamat, Grace.
Swag.
Well, now that we're all done with our Filipino project, I really want to take the time to propose a toast to MJ. You know, maybe I wasn't the most welcoming person when you first came here. I guess I got so lost in my friends being my second family that I wasn't necessarily ready to allow someone new into our world, let alone Ryan's world. But slowly I came to see that you weren't here to ruin our friendships. You know, you come to our general meetings to support us, and you're just there for us through everything. You helped us so much, MJ. Not just through this Filipino class, but through everything. You're pretty cool, MJ. I can tell you that for a fact. Cheers!
That is straight cap me.
Bro, I am being serious. The one time I actually tried to be genuine, and you're gonna try to call me out?
Vanessa, it's okay. I forgive you. Look, I get it. You were being protective of everyone, and trust me, if I knew earlier, I would have done the exact same thing. Considering how amazing you all have been, seriously, I can't be more thankful for you all for including me, in your little family here at UCSG. I felt more and more at home with you all, so thank you.
Aw, especially more at home with Mr. Suave Boy Ryan. Sheesh! I know that's right.
I see you, MJ. How's that been? Y'all have been getting pretty far along now in your relationship.
Honestly, he's the sweetest guy. He always checks up on me, makes sure I'm okay, holds the door open for me, like a true gentleman. And he's really matured, especially since our first impression. I'm starting to think, maybe
He's the one.
I'm sorry. I think there's something in my ear. I'm sorry. MJ, did you say the one already? Girl, you literally just moved here from the Philippines a couple months ago. And I mean, isn't your parents always saying like don't date until you're 40 or whatever number that is? I literally hear them yelling at us through the walls.
Well, actually, kind of already met my parents.
Huh? Wait. So you've met their parents? Like, guys? Oh my god. It's cuffing season, y'all.
Well, come on, tell us. How did it go?
It was really, really good. I've never seen my parents work so well with someone before, and in fact, I told Ryan that he can call him Tito. he never says that.
My guy Ryan got Tito prompts from your dad?
Damn, let's go!
MJ, I'm incredibly happy for you, but has Ryan ever brought up his parents? Like, has he ever talked about them with you, or has he ever like, have you ever met them, or?
I mean, we've talked about them. I actually haven't met them yet, though, but oh my god. Great, Grace, you're a genius. Once I meet Ryan's parents, our relationship is basically set.
Not necessarily, MJ. Look, I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner, but you don't know Ryan's parents like I do.
What? What do you mean?
Well, a while back, I actually dated Ryan our first freshman year of college. Everything was going perfectly until I finally asked if I could get to meet his parents. He always said the same thing. They're different, but...
Well-off, sophisticated people.
Wait, you too, Grace? How do you know about Ryan's parents? Did you two?
Okay, MJ, look, don't take this the wrong way. It was a small thing sophomore year. Obviously, nothing really came of it because you're... Okay, well, MJ, we just don't want you getting hurt the way we did. I'm sorry I didn't tell you any sooner, but it's not...
Hurt? How could I be hurt by his parents? Grace, Vanessa, I'm not dating his parents. I'm dating Ryan, right? My Ryan? I mean, come on. What would his parents... Why would they get in the way?
MJ, what we're trying to say is that Ryan has always loved his parents, no matter the pain he goes through with them. We don't want you to change who you are just to be with him.
Well, if I love him enough, I gotta make these sacrifices, right?
Well, that's enough plot setup for tonight, everyone. MJ, listen. I mean, Grace and Vanessa may have their opinions on Ryan, and we all may think of what we think of him, but just focus on what you gotta do, okay? Just focus on that.
Hey.
Hey yourself. So, I know you're on Zoom with the gang, but can you come down for a second? I got something for you.
You're here?
Yo, is that my boy Ryan? Woo! Speak of the devil. Ryan, how can you do right quick? Man, are you the talk of the
Yeah,
ladies?
you got the girls fighting over you right now, bro. It's because you're too poggy.
Oh god, I'm so freaking single.
Hey, I'll be right back, okay? I'll just go down and meet Ryan real quick.
Okay, kiss him with tongue for me. Bye-bye.
Oh my god, Ryan, what are these for?
Happy Valentine's Day, my love.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't even get you anything. I'm sorry. I was so caught up in the major switch and everything.
Hey, it's okay. Being with you is all I could ever want right now.
Ryan, you're the sweetest.
So, what were you guys saying over Zoom earlier? Like, it sounded like a lot just for a Zoom call.
Oh, that? Well, okay, it's nothing. But actually, I wanted to ask you, what are your parents like?
My parents? Well, they're different, but well-off, sophisticated people.
I see. Don't you think it's time that I meet them?
Meet? Okay, relax, Riddler. Meet them? Like, tonight?
Oh, not tonight, but, maybe soon? Is there something wrong?
No. It's just you never really asked about them before, so it kind of caught me off guard, but maybe we can set dinner up? Maybe dress up for the occasion?
Or maybe just a time and place. I don't know. I think it's time I prove to them that I can be your girlfriend.
MJ, you don't have to prove anything to anyone except for me. And you already know that I think you're more than enough.
Well, I guess girlfriends can be overachievers, right? Is it cool if I bring my parents?
Yeah, actually, go ahead. Anything for you.
Oh my god, you're the best!
When I look at you, swear that I feel something in my heart telling me it's gonna be okay. Like maybe this time love will stay. And the sun tries to shine brighter when you walk by, as if it knows that you've caught my eye. It's jealous that you light up my life. And when the rain pours in full force, it tries to ruin all of our plans. Oh, but it can't. There's not much the world can do to keep me away from you. I am committed. Ooh, gravity tries to push me down. There's no chance when you're around. Honey, we'll make it. Nothing can stop us. Nothing can stop us now.
Ryan, Hello, poster. My name is...
You must be MJ. Ryan talks all about you. And I see you brought your family.
Brad, kumusta? I'm MJ's dad.
Excuse me, sir, Mr.
James Ocampo. But you can call me James.
Ah, yes, James. I made some food. Where should I place this?
Just on the dinner table is fine.
Okay.
Salamat.
Now, where's Ryan? Late again. Set this whole thing up. And he's late.
He said he's finishing up a meeting for Mr. Ocampo.
Let me guess. Kapuso. That damn Filipino work he just doesn't shut up about. Huh. All that time wasted when he could be studying for the MCAT.
Sir, he's made such a positive impact on the org. Surely you must be proud of him. He even encouraged me to join.
When he could be making a positive impact by volunteering at hospitals instead? Come on.
Oh. My goodness, hello. I'm Marie. You guys must be the Reyes family. Pardon me while I set up the table. Now. Where's Ryan?
Where do you think?
Oh, he just texted me. He said he'll be here soon. Well, we might as well start dinner then, shall we? Don't want the food to get cold. Oh, Mrs. Reyes, what did you bring?
Oh, it's just a little specialty of mine. Pork sinigang. Ang arte naman to.
You know, Mrs. Reyes, that we still understand Tagalog.
My goodness, I'm so sorry. It's just that you've been speaking English the whole time. Sorry, huh?
And is there something wrong with that?
So, shall we pray before we eat?
So, MJ, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
Oh, well, my family is from Bacolod City in the Philippines. We just immigrated here a couple months ago. My Nai is actually a nurse at Kaiser.
Anyways, Mr. Reyes here. Where do you work?
Oh, I'm actually unemployed, but looking for work.
Ah, I see. Now, MJ, what do you want to be when you graduate? A nurse? A doctor? What is it?
I'm actually majoring in business. Hopefully I can open up a bakery filled with Filipino food.
Wait. What? So, no sciences at all, MJ?
No, sir.
That's strange. Ryan told us all about you being a biology major.
I'm sorry? Oh, Ryan, he probably misheard me. I'm actually majoring in business.
Wait. He even said that you were born in the US. That's odd. So you're telling us that Ryan lied to us?
Of course he'd lie. Why else would he? What else would he do to have us approve of her?
Approval? Since when was her daughter not good enough just because of what she wants to do? MJ just wants to do what makes her happy.
Well, clearly, MJ has been nothing but a distraction to Ryan. I mean, look, he can't even get his priorities straight. Ryan's been failing his practice MCAT exams because of you, and you've let him throw himself to the Filipino culture when it's hurting his future aspirations.
Well, maybe he's doing it because you two have kept him away from the culture for so long. What's so wrong about him wanting to learn more about his own culture?
Oh, please. He's been to the Philippines. That should be more than enough.
But it's not enough!
Anak, there's no use in fighting them.
No, it's not enough for Ryan to just go to the Philippines and learn his culture there. It's not enough for Ryan to turn on TFC and call it a day just for him to learn Tagalog. There's so much more to learning about his own culture, and that's what the Filipino org is doing for him. You two have kept him away from his culture for way too long.
Buwisit naman kayo. You know, ever since we walked in here, you treated my daughter and my wife without any respect. And to think we treated your son like our own family.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to calm down.
Calm down? I'm gonna calm down when you treated my daughter like she's nothing to your son. Our daughter gave your son everything. And she still isn't good enough? Your family being Filipino is something I just don't understand.
You know, if you didn't want this disrespect, then maybe, just maybe, your daughter should have never started dating our son in the first place. Now, how dare you stand there and act like this in front of my family?
How can you just sit there and treat my family like that, huh? You have no respect for the culture, no respect for my family. Think about the example you're setting for your son.
Tay,
Tito, Dad, that's enough!
MJ, what the hell is going on?
Hello, everybody. My name's Kimbo.
My name is Jasmine Cruz.
And we are your Rule Suite coordinators. Woo! We are introing the Rule Suite, obviously, and this suite is known to be the heart and soul of the Philippines due to its happy vibes, communal spirit, and finding the joy in everyday living.
Yes, and the dance we chose this year was Waray Waray. It is a modern dance based on a traditional folk song, Waray Waray, and it's about strong, confident women who are ready to take on the world, who are not afraid of anything, especially big, burly men that you will see represented in the dance.
And we just want to give a thank you to our dancers. Y'all are amazing, our superstars. This dance wasn't easy in terms of footwork, cardio, and just general jumping around.
And
of
learning
sorts.
it online.
Yeah, learning it online is very difficult, and they really put in the time and effort that wasn't required. So they really went above and beyond what we could have expected. So we want to give y'all a shout out. Anything else? And also I just want to say thank y'all for making my last PACN a great experience. It was definitely different than what we thought coming into this, but I think it turned out well, and we really put our best foot forward, everyone in this production. So thank you.
So without further ado, here is
Rule.
Waray-waray, hindi tatakas. Waray-waray, handang matodas. Waray-waray, bahala bukas. Waray-waray, manigas. Waray-waray, tawag sa akon, sa bakbakan. Diri mag-urong, sa sino man ay humahamon. Kahit ikaw ay maton, likas sa ating paraluman. Kiming palagi mapagbigay, ngunit iba ang waray-waray. Walang sindak kanino man. Kaming babaeng waray-waray ay siga-siga kahit saan, pagkat kami ay lumalaban. Kapag hinamon ang away, waray-waray, hindi tatakas. Waray-waray, handang matodas. Waray-waray, bahala bukas. Waray-waray, manigas. Waray-waray sadyang di tatakas. Waray-waray handa ng matodas. Waray-waray bahala na bukas. Waray-waray manigas. Waray-waray sadyang di tatakas. Waray-waray handa ng matodas. Waray-waray bahala na bukas. Waray-waray manigas. Likas sa ating paraluman, kiming palagi mapagbigay. Ngunit iba ang waray-waray, walang sindak kanino man. Kaming babaeng waray-waray ay siga-siga kahit saan, pagkat kami ay lumalaban. Kapag hinamon ang away, waray-waray, hindi tatakas. Waray-waray, handang matodas. Waray-waray, bahala bukas. Waray-waray, manigas. Waray-waray, manigas.
I can't believe this. God, how did this even happen?
You can't believe this? Grabe ka talaga. It wasn't my parents who decided to cause this mess.
Okay, so it was my parents. Well, excuse me, MJ, it wasn't my dad who decided to get drunk the first time our families even met.
Oh, don't you dare blame this on Thai. He did nothing but welcome you into his arms like you were family. And all your mom and dad ever did was look down on us like we're from the streets.
Well, you know how they are now, MJ. They're not the greatest people in the world, but they still gave me a life. They put a roof over my head and I couldn't be more thankful for that.
Oh my God. How could I have been so naive?
What's that supposed to mean?
How could I have been so naive and thinking that you were the one?
Okay, MJ, I think we both need to just calm down for a second, okay? We made it through all of these challenges these past couple months. You can't just say that after this one night.
Hindi yun ang point, Ryan.
It was just this one night, MJ. We can fight this.
Ryan, tama na.
MJ, I can't afford to lose you, please.
Ryan! Pagod na ako. Hindi ko kaya na. Isipin mo, you lied about me. You changed my image for your parents just to be with me. And the one time that I meet your parents, I found myself being someone that I wasn't, just for them to even look at me like I'm worth something. You know, people always say that the person who you'll love for the rest of your life is out there, that you'll do any and everything for them, and yet you make it so difficult to love you. Why is it that the more that I love you, I find it harder and harder to see who you even are? I don't think I even know you anymore.
MJ, please try and look at things from my perspective, okay? I never wanted you to change an ounce of who you are just because of how much you mean to me. But you know what else is important to me? My family. MJ, I know they're not perfect, but they still raised me and made me who I am today.
Ryan, don't you get it? Your parents are the ones who are keeping you from finding your identity, your culture. Don't you want to learn more about it?
Culture. All you can talk to me about is culture. MJ, if the culture is the thing that's straining my relationship with my family, then maybe I'm better off without it.
Are you kidding me? This is part of who you are, Ryan. Your parents, they put my parents in more shame than they ever could have imagined. And apparently, oh my God, apparently all you've done is lie since the first time that we met. And apparently all you've done is lie about me, about every single aspect of my life.
I lied because I wanted to keep you in my life. MJ, you have no idea. You don't understand how hard it is to choose between someone that you love and a family that's taught you everything, every single thing that you know. I was trying to protect you, MJ. You changed my life so much, but yet it's so hard to keep someone that you love in your life while dealing with the expectations of others. MJ, you just don't get it, do you? I've been trying so hard to keep us from falling apart.
By lying about who I am? Lying about my aspirations and where I was born? Ryan, that's doing us more damage than good.
You know what? I just... If that's the case, then MJ, why are we even doing this? Meeting each other's parents when we should have known that this wasn't going to work out.
Didn't you want this in the first place? Ryan, this is what you're supposed to do. Don't you get it? This is how relationships work. You don't just meet a girl, hook up with her, and then move on to the next person you see. There are steps to this whole relationship thing.
You really think that I don't know that? MJ, all I ever wanted was a relationship with no problems whatsoever. And now here we are, outside of my house while our parents argue like there's no tomorrow, just because of you. Just because of you and your inability to reach their expectations.
The only expectation that I ever had for you was to get to know our parents first and respect our Filipino culture, the culture that we live in.
To hell with the culture!
Ryan, I've tried so hard to adapt to who you are and what you do, but
But if you can't adapt and accept me for who I am, then I don't think I can love you.
MJ! Did you really believe that this was gonna work out?
Well, I'm sorry that I believed in us.
So how's Tinikling usually incorporated into PACN? Well, typically we'll have our tryouts beginning at the beginning of winter quarter so that we can come to our team of 16 dancers. Once we have our team, we'll have practices 3 days a week from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. with our longest practice going all the way until 7 a.m. Our practices progressively get longer and more frequent so that we can polish our routine. But after all this practicing, we end up closing the entire show of PACN with our 10-minute Tinikling routine.
So what I'm super excited about this year's Tinix is that we didn't just close it off to the 16 members that would usually be on it. We actually opened up Tinix to our whole community by hosting bi-weekly workshops. These workshops allowed our members of the community to be a part of Tinix and understand what Tinix is about, although it's online. So I appreciate everyone coming out to our workshops, and I hope you all learned and had fun, and now y'all are a part of the Tinix team. Appreciate it.
Alrighty, so I'm going to be talking briefly about the history of Tinikling. So Tinikling was originated in Leyte, which is an island in Visayas, and essentially this dance represents the rice farmers and the tickling birds. So there are two people tapping the sticks, and they represent the rice farmers whose ultimate goal is to trap these birds and prevent them from stealing their rice grains. And then there are two dancers in the sticks who represent the tickling birds, who are swift and nimble on their feet, and ultimately they are able to avoid these traps, thus creating this beautiful dance that is now the national dance of the Philippines.
I think what we all love about Tinikling is the camaraderie that it brings, as well as sharing our love for our culture and dancing. I think Brandon mentioned having long practices, and while at times it would be a little stressful, a little draining, it was all worth it because of the team and the friendships that we make. But all of us actually were on the Tinikling team our very first year, and as you can see, we're here today, our third year, brought it back, just to share the love for Tinikling and again, like our culture and dancing with general members, especially through workshops, as Vince mentioned. Some of my favorite memories being on the Tinikling team was actually these long practices, because these were the times that you would get really close with the other team members on the Tinikling team. As a Tinikling coach this year, I loved kind of getting a new perspective, kind of more behind the scenes compared to being on the team, as well as the unlearning and learning that the whole org has been collectively going through, which the PACN board has led this year. In person, being on the team, another favorite memory I had was actually the day of. I think it was definitely rewarding, hitting our last pose at the very end of our routine and seeing our coaches' visions come to life and us really coming together as a team.
Hello, Ryan?
Tita, I've been trying to call MJ all week, and she hasn't been
MJ is
answering
up in
me.
her room studying. She
Can I
doesn't want
please
to
just
see
talk
you.
to her? Look, Tita, I know what I did was wrong, and I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have.
Why did you lie about your daughter, Ryan?
Tita, I shouldn't have done that. I know I shouldn't have, and I'm incredibly guilty for it. I just need to talk to her.
Ryan, we trusted you with her, MJ. If you could please just give her family a break.
I'll call you back, Tita.
MJ,
Ryan, what are you doing here?
because I didn't get the chance to say that I'm sorry. MJ, I know I screwed up. I lied about you to my parents, and I wasn't honest with you. These are some of the worst decisions of my life, okay? I wish that I could just go back in time and fix all the mistakes that made this mess, but I can't. You know that I would. I can't. Okay, I have to grow from this, and this, me being here right now, this is my first step. MJ, I want you to know that I'm choosing you over my parents. I'm clearly better off without them. MJ, I want to grow with you. I want to be able to learn about myself with you. I want to love you. I want to make things right with you. You have no idea how much you mean to me. Every day I used to wake up and be excited about being able to see you. Today I woke up and I was lost and I was scared because I knew that you weren't going to be there. MJ, please. I found the one in you and there's no one else. Please, you have to understand.
Ryan, I can't let you choose me over your parents. What? Ryan, you know how much I care about you. And I've loved you just as much as I did when we first met, but I'm not the one for you. You were the first guy to make me feel like I wasn't alone. It made me feel like I was worth the world. When I was lost here in the US, you gave me a home in your heart. Ryan, I didn't even know who I was or what I wanted to do until I met you. And yet you hurt me in so many ways. Your family, your parents, they made me feel like I wasn't good enough, but guess what? I'm proud of being Filipino. I'm proud of my parents and the sacrifices they made for me. And for your family to just go in and make me feel like I wasn't good enough, Ryan, I can't forgive things like that. I don't think we can do anything else to get us back together.
Yes, we can, MJ. We just have to go back and talk with them. I'll be there this time. We just have to make things right with them and we'll be fine. We just have to make this work. Please.
Ryan, it's okay to let me go. It's okay for us to not work out. The world is so much bigger than us both, and it's already chosen our paths, even if it's not the one that we want. I love you so much, Ryan. But I can't let you lose your parents because of who I am.
So ano ba to, MJ? Wala na tayo? MJ, mahal kita ha.
Mahal kita rin, Ryan. I have to learn to love myself before I can love again.
Somebody told me you were leaving, didn't know. Somebody told me you're unhappy, but it doesn't show. Somebody told me that you don't want me no more. No. So you're walking out the door. Nobody told me you've been crying every night. Nobody told me you've been dying, didn't want to fight. Nobody told me that you'd fell out of love for me. So I'm setting you free.
Someday you're gonna realize. One day you'll see this through my eyes. By then I won't even be there. I'll be happy somewhere, even if I can't. I know you don't really see my worth. You think you're the last guy on earth. Well, I've got news for you. I know I'm not that strong, but it won't take long. Won't take long. Someday, someone's gonna love me the way I wanted you to need me. Someday, someone's gonna take your place. Oh, one day, I'll forget about you. You'll see, I won't even miss you. Someday, someday.
Let me be the one to break it up so you won't have to make excuses. You don't need to find a setup where someone wins and someone loses. We just had to say our love was true, but has now become a lie. So I'm telling you, I love you one last time.
I'm telling you, I love you one last time.
I'm telling you, I love you one last time. Goodbye.
Hey Ryan. Hope studying is going well. Will you be attending your MCAT prep classes tonight? Heard there's one being held on campus.
Not today, Dad.
You're skipping classes again, Ryan? Not even your Kapuso org. Ryan, you are throwing away your future.
So now, you both care about my involvement with Kapuso? Because, what, you realize that it makes me happy? If that's... Forget about it, okay? You guys just stop worrying about me. I'm fine. I just need to go and get some rest.
Ryan. Anak. Please take into consideration that you will be graduating, and very soon. You need to be applying to these medical schools.
Since when did you ever call me Anak, Dad?
Anak, please. I'm sorry.
You're sorry? You're sorry. Just because your hearts are suddenly touched by a Filipino-rooted family that came into this house, which, by the way, both of you did a fine job with. You finally understand the culture enough for you to call me anak?
Ryan, don't talk to your dad like that.
Can I have a say? Can you both just listen to me? Just this one time. For so long, I've been wanting to pursue this love for our culture. But yet you pull me from it. Time and time and time again. Just to focus on my education. I am Filipino and I love being Filipino. I'm part of Kapuso to learn and discover more about myself. This org has educated me about parts of myself that you both won't teach me.
Ryan, we completely understand. But you're in this prestigious university to graduate, get a degree, and then achieve your dreams. Isn't there another time where you can learn about yourself? You know, we only want what's best for you.
You don't think I want what's best for me too? I'm not going to college just to become a doctor. I want to be somebody that's aware of who I am, to understand how important it is to not let my culture die.
And who taught you that?
That girl, that sweet, loving, ambitious girl that you kicked out just because she wasn't who you wanted her to be. I lost her because of your expectations. I tried to be that person for her. She needed that person to be there for her, but I couldn't be that person because I kept choosing you two, my family, over what made me happy. Are you happy? So now I'm gonna do what she always wanted me to do.
And what's that?
Put myself first for once in my life.
I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good, gonna make a difference, gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids in the street without enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their needs? A summer's disregard, a broken bottle top, and a one-man stool. They follow each other on the wind, you know, and they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know. And I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. No, yeah, no message could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself, then make the change, yeah. Na 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 na.
I've been a victim of a selfish kind of love. It's time that I realize that there are some with no home, not a nickel to loan. Could it be really me pretending that they're not alone? A willow deeply scarred, somebody's broken heart, and a washed out dream. They follow the pattern of the wind, you see, 'cause they got no place to be. That's why I'm starting with me.
I'm starting with the man in the mirror.
Oh yeah.
I'm asking him to change his way.
Change.
No message better place. Take a look at yourself, then make a change. You gotta get it right while you got the time. Cause when you close your heart, then you close your mind. Love man, love man, love man. Oh yeah. Love man, love man, love man. Let it change. No message could really good. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself, then make that change. Na 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 na. Oh, na 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 na.
Well, it's been a long time coming. This project of mine has been my pride and passion since the beginning of my life, and it is finally time for it to come to fruition. If you didn't know about this, I actually attended UC San Gabriel as a biochemistry major on the pre-med track, hoping to become a doctor, but something in me clicked. This isn't what I wanted to do with my life. I didn't want to be a doctor. This isn't something that I loved. But this bakery, this is what I love doing. And I wish for this store to be the future of growth in our Filipino culture. And I hope that it continues to inspire generation after generation, just as it does for so many people in the Filipino community, including myself. I can't be more thankful for my husband, Trevor, and our daughter, who's on the way very soon. Really, I'm so thankful for them. And as for everyone here, this store is and always will be for my parents. Nai, Thai, this one's for you. Okay, is everyone ready? All right, let's go in. Woo! Okay, and that's kind of how I'll end it. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions. What do you think?
Girl, are you kidding me? You sounded so amazing. Oh my god, I literally cannot believe that the bakery's finally opening up this weekend. I am so incredibly proud of you. You did that, MJ.
Thank you. You really think so, though? You're just not sugarcoating it, right?
Girl, I always got your back through thick and thin. Literally, remember the days at the apartment? It feels like so long ago. Oh my goodness. But you've literally grown into the person you've always wanted to become, a talented, hardworking, strong, independent girl boss woman, and also a soon-to-be mother. What's her name gonna be? I know you have to have a name. You over-prepare like that all the time.
I do have a name. I was gonna save it as a surprise, but why not? Why not?
Why not?
I'm naming her after you. A woman who has pushed me to go out and do what makes me happy.
MJ, you know I did my makeup for this call. Oh my god. Thank you for everything that you do. I am so lucky to have you as my best friend. Oh my god, look at the time. Okay, I'm so sorry. I have to go pick up the kids from school. Something you're gonna have to do eventually. Anyways, I love you. I'm gonna be there this weekend. First person in front of the row. I'm gonna record you. Big screen, baby, okay? Okay, I love you.
I love you. Drive safe, okay?
Bye. Oh, thank you. Bye.
I really hope I'm making you proud.
I'm sure you are.
Right? Oh my god, hey!
Hate yourself. How have you been?
You know, opening up a bakery this weekend, typical things. How about you?
Well, surgery ended in record time, so I thought I had some time to kill. You know, to be honest, I didn't think I'd see you here. Or did I ever think that I'd be able to see you again? There's always been something that I wanted to tell you, and I guess this is the universe's way of giving me that chance. I know it's been like 9 years. It took me 9 years to reach out. And I'm sorry for that. But like Tito Richard said, the impression that you left on me was timeless. All those years ago, you taught me how to be honest. And since then, I chose to learn about the culture and to find a passion for it. All because you inspired me to do so. And even with all of that, I still accomplished my dreams because of you.
Ryan, you don't have to apologize.
Yes, I do. Our time back in college is what changed me for the better. Most important lesson that you taught me was the greatest of all. You taught me how to love myself, to love my family regardless of their flaws, how to love my culture. And I couldn't be more thankful for that.
You know what Ryan Ocampo, past president of Caluso, taught me? He taught me how to live my life and to do what I love to do. He opened my eyes beyond the books and tests in front of me. He taught me how to have fun, to enjoy the world, and to experience life. And I'm always gonna love him for that.
MJ, I missed you so much. And I wish we had more time, but I also came here to say goodbye.
Why?
Well, after reconnecting with my family in the Philippines, I found this hospital. They're in need of a pediatric doctor and realized I want to be there. People in the Philippines, they experience so much pain, and yet they're always able to smile through it. This is where I belong.
I'm so proud of you. You're going back to your roots while doing something that you love. You did it!
And so did you. On the way over here, I walked past the bakery. Oh my god. Tito and Tita couldn't have asked for anything better for me. This is what you always dreamed of.
I miss you so much.
Jay, come on now. I'm always going to be here for you. Always.
Okay, it's okay.
Okay. And we're live.
Well, that's it. That's the end of PACN 32. Trisha and myself have so many people to thank that made what seemed like impossible possible. First off, I'd like to thank God for giving me this gift of life and celebration with y'all. To my parents, Mama and Papa, without your support, I would not be cultural chair. Thank you for supporting my academic endeavors, and I hope to continue making you proud. Thank you to Ryan Turley, who has helped with the production of this show since the summer of last year and has not left our side since. PACN 32 and all PACNs would not be possible without your support. To our sponsors, Mr. Abaya with Seafood City and Mr. Dancel with Banig, thank you for your support for our production, not only with your generosity, but with your support for the Filipino community here in the US. Thank you, and we hope to continue our relationship with y'all in the future. To my creative team, thank you for accepting my wildest dreams and making them a reality. The credit of how this show functions all goes to you, so thank you so much. To my acting cast, from our new actors down to those that came back just to do the show, I can't thank y'all enough for trusting the vision of the show and making the story of MJ and Ryan come to life. To Kati Choir, y'all bring in Grammy level work to my sound and music coordinators every single day. From Too Good to Say Goodbye down to our last minute Leave the Door Open, y'all always gave your best vocals. Thank you for sharing this beautiful soundtrack with the world. Finally, to the greatest cultural coordinator of all time, my best friend Trisha. We freaking did it. I've told you this time and time again. There's no one else that I could imagine being cultural chair with other than you. From your drive, your passion, down to your care for this show, you are the heart and soul of what PACN 32 is. We've wanted to quit on this show so many times, yet because of your will to get us to the finish line, we are here today because of you. There were even so many times when you were more of a chair than I was, and I cannot thank you enough for all that you do. Without you, for everyone here to hear, there is no PACN 32. I love you so much, best friend. Floor is yours.
Thank you, best friend. As Kenneth said, we have so many people to thank. And I'd first like to thank God for this beautiful life, this beautiful community He has blessed me with. Thank you to my family for loving me and supporting me with PCN, PACN these past 4 years and my education. I'm not the person I am today without you. To core team and to Nickling coaches, thank you for everything you have done for PACN this past year. Your heart and your soul is in this show no matter what was going to happen, and you were always bringing smiles and laughter through dance and through everything you did. This past year was difficult, but I would have not gone through it with anyone else, especially with our learning and unlearning journey. Especially thank you to one of our Cordillera coordinators, Ashley Pineda, or Sib. Last summer, when you first brought up ideas of how we can evolve our PACN onto this online format, including ways in how we can not just dance, but really show up for the Indigenous communities today. From then on, as a board, we really found ways how we can make changes to our PACN and respectfully celebrate the cultures. I'm so proud of all of you PACN board for this amazing change we are making. With our Indigenous workshops, thank you so much to our honored guest speakers. Thank you to Ikat, thank you to Liang Sokal, and thank you to Dr. Ellerin from Ube Arte and Kuya Jojo for all of us for guiding in the right direction towards practicing cultural respect as an organization. I want to also thank one of our first years, Cheyenne Ofaob, for sharing your experiences and your Indigenous culture with us. Thank you for opening up to us, helping us provide this space for Katipuneros to learn about the cultures, and most importantly, about themselves and their own culture. The future is really bright. PACN board, we did it. We made this happen through all of your hard work and dedication to the show and culture. Board, during a time that felt so lonely when we were all separated by screens and distance, thank you for being friends that I knew I could count on and reach out to. Lastly, thank you, Kenneth. After all these 4 years of doing PCN together, you were the one person I knew I wanted to do this show with, and I can't imagine doing this show with anyone else. Your passion and love for PACN and our Filipino culture has continuously inspired me and all of Katipunan, and you made this show come to life. When things seemed impossible, you never gave up on me and this incredible show. You are truly the best cultural chair I have ever known, and I'm so honored to have done this show with you and PACN board. Best friend, I am so proud of you, and I know the tiny freshmen we were 4 years ago, we had such big dreams, would be so incredibly proud of us today. Most importantly, Kenneth, thank you for being my best friend. Love you so much.
Love you so much, best friend. Trisha De La Rosa, everyone, thank you. You're the best. We're not finished yet with our thank yous. We still have a couple people that we'd like to thank together, and that begins with Tech Team. Tech Team, again, there is no PACN 32 without y'all. Me and Trisha, we don't know how to do all these different transitions that y'all are doing, especially with this thank you speech. Y'all are still probably editing this as we go. Thank you so much. Y'all have been super amazing, constantly listening to us as we give critiques as how we want the show to be, so thank you, and y'all's hard work does not go unnoticed. To the cast of Kahalagahan, or also known as PCN 31, especially to our cultural chair and cultural coordinator, Alea and Kat, thank y'all so much. Y'all are basically, along with the whole cast, our ates and our kuyas. You basically showed us the light in terms of how to do PACN from the very beginning, from PCN 29 for us. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kahalagahan. That show was so important to me and Kenneth and all of our cast. It was full of love and memories. And like Kenneth said, you are all our atis and kuyas. And we hope this PCN that you passed down to us has made you all proud, because our PACN really was dedicated to our roots, to our atis and kuyas, and to the future. And thank you so much to this year's cast. You brought this show to life and made this experience something way bigger than I ever expected or ever dreamed of. I'm so proud of you, to all our dancers, our actors, our singers, everyone, and especially to our new members who are doing PACN for the first time. I hope this experience was something special and you get to continue this love for PACN. You all inspire me, and I hope you continue to inspire others with next year's PACN, PACN 33.
Like Trisha said, thank you so much, cast, for all the hard work that y'all have given for this show ever since second gen. Y'all trusted us, especially when we officially transitioned this whole show to the online format. Y'all never doubted this show, and for that, Trisha and myself cannot be more thankful for y'all. Sure, y'all may be the smallest PACN cast in a very long time, but I gotta say, y'all are definitely the strongest one that I've ever seen. And I wish y'all the best for PACN 33. We can't wait to see y'all at Alumni Night. So yeah, that's basically it. Thank y'all so much for watching PACN 32. And like we always end all Kati events, we gotta bring it in. You ready, Trisha?
Ready.
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3. Katastasan, Kagalagan, Katipunan. PACN, PACN, what?
PACN, what? PACN.